I gotta speak on this Confederate flag. Okay, when I was growing up, we had all this crap about how you could do anything you want, post anything in your yard, paint the color of the house, whatever color you wanted to. Now the world is getting so high priced and so legit on half the crap. I come from Vegas, so living here in South Carolina is a little bit different for me. But in my eyes, as I see from all the crap that's going on in the news, I'm getting so sick and tired of people blaming fatalities on like flags and PB&J sandwiches is now going all over Facebook. I mean, how can you be offended by a PB&J sandwich? On that note, why I say this, why I say it now. Okay, we take down the Confederate flag. We do everything we can to help you feel more at ease, thinking it's a racial fact or it's something that offends or causes a disturbance. Okay, so we're going to take down the flag tomorrow at 10 a.m. Well, let's see here. In a week, we'll have another tragedy. What are we going to blame it on then? Guns? Oh, wait, we've already done that. Okay, let's say, welfare? Posts on Facebook? Something's got to give, but I guarantee you, in a week, we'll have another crap thing go down. We're wasting all our money on all these issues to make everybody happy in the world. America was once called land of the free, home of the brave. We have amendments. We have freedom of speech. Taking down a flag, okay, yes, but destroying its heritage down the line is another issue you got to take into hand. People serve our country. What's next? We're going to take the American flag down because it offends certain people? No. We can only do so much as Americans, and as Americans, we need to stop blaming and placing the blame on everybody else in this world. Everything, every place, anyone. We need to take the blame and place it in ourselves. Because as of Facebook, people are posting pictures of sharks on Myrtle Beach. Myrtle Beach, WMBF News says that people are willing to believe anything you see or hear. Okay? There's a lot of hatred in the world. And as I see it right now, we need to stop, think, and react. And when I say that, I mean the following. If I were to sit here and tell you I do not like how your house is painted, or how you decorate your yard, or why you have those little doves in your yard, I want them out because they offend me? Are you going to do it? No, because it's your property. You get to choose how you live. I don't like the color of your car. It's your car. You can do whatever you want to it. You have the title. It's yours. How you dress is how you dress. People can have opinions all the time. People can have anything they want. But acting upon it as an American, I had family that served. You cannot sit here and act and place the blame on consistencies. This whole time, this Confederate flag has been up in South Carolina. And all of a sudden, it's an issue. It's causing a lot of the hate crimes. Okay? Let's take a look back in history, okay? Take a minute and Google Confederate flag. How many things have been placed on Google stating the Confederate flag was the issue? Confederate flag, any ornament, any hood ornament, any painting of your car, house, anything in your yard is your freedom. Freedom of speech on Facebook is fine. Firing police officers because they have a heritage. Their family history depends on that Confederate flag. Listen, people, this has got to stop. We can't sit here and keep placing the blame on everybody and every little thing in our world. Where are rights going to end next? There's blacks, there's whites, there's Americans, there's Mexicans, there's Europeans, there's people from all over the country. We're all the same. We're all the same. We all have 5 fingers. We all have a face, a butt, a nose, knees, feet. The only difference is the color. Stop being hatred towards things. Stop placing the blame for your anger when you take it out and shoot numerous people. Okay, because if we were to sit here and place the blame on everybody, the world is only going to get worse. And as an American and a dad that served in the Vietnam War, who I am very proud to call a father, and who went all over the world to fight for different countries, taking down our flag, taking down our history, taking down everything we know as of today, just to place the blame for someone's doing and quick reaction on how they do things is not going to solve our issue. So I say this as Americans, let's stop the crap. If we're going to sit here and take down the Confederate flag, let's go ahead and take down the Facebook. Okay? Because we have people posting all the time on Facebook how they hate how someone posts something on Facebook. Okay? Let's go ahead and start placing the blame on restaurants because, you know, certain restaurants play like Mexican music or country music. Let's go ahead and place the blame on them. It's offensive to me that they're playing that music at a restaurant I like to eat. They need to turn it off or I'm going to go crazy. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about the issue about how you have your dog, keeping your dog inside your house all the time. Oh my gosh, that offends me. I better start going crazy and getting dogs' rights equalized. Oh wait, your dog's left outside 24/7. Okay, that offends me too. Okay, let's see here. How you discipline your child, that offends me. Okay, let's see, what else do we got here? It offends me when you post pictures of your house and it's all nasty and there's all this stuff all over the floor. Okay, you got trash all over your floor, you got dishes in the sink that are disgusting. Let's go ahead and say that offends me as well. Your music offends me. Please take your music down. I hate that music. That just offends me. As an American, and as someone that has lived on this earth for 28 years, this world is only going to get worse as long as we sit here and keep nitpicking over every little thing that bothers us. As Americans, we are here today because our parents taught us the virtues and the realities of life. If we continue letting all this stuff hit us, we're going to be one sad country, people. It needs to stop, and it needs to stop now, because I've about had it with all the nitpicking. If we can sit here and place the blame on everybody, we can. Okay, the new topic now. Junior, stop. That's bleach. Don't do that. Give it to me. Let's go ahead and talk about the issue about the welfare and the pissing for the drugs, okay? Oh, yeah, that offends me. Why do they have to piss test me to do a drug test? People, little things like this is going to offend everybody. We can't sit here and continue adding to the inconsistencies of our world. Tragedies happen. We wanted to place the blame on gun makers because the guns were being put in the wrong hands. How can we solve America? If we need to get America back on track to where we don't have to deal with all this mumbo jumbo, he said, she said, let's blame it on this person or that thing because I don't like it. Let's go ahead and do this one thing here, okay? Let's wipe Facebook. Let's wipe YouTube. Let's go back to everything how it was back in 1986. That was the year I was born. Let's wipe everything. Let's take that Paw Patrol off the TV. Let's take Adult Swim. Let's take up all that stuff off. Take the web. Go back to house phones. Then we'll see who's offended. Okay? Economy has grown. Things have improved in a lifetime. You would not like it if your phone was taken away. And if we have to go this route, America, someone's gonna bound to start saying, your phone offends me. And your phone will then be taken off the market. So, no matter what you are, black, white, American, Mexican, European, does not matter. We're all the same people. We all have the same features. We can't sit here and judge each other because we don't like something the way it is now. Well, if you don't like it, then you yourself can make the change. And making the change is all on you. It is not up to the government to do your dirty work for you. If you don't want your children growing up to hear different languages, you can stop that. If you don't want your kids growing up to violence, then you can stop that. And I want to trail off here in a minute. Do you remember that lady at the Boston Marathons? How she appeared on the news as Mom of the Year because she took her child and got him out of that violence because she raised him better? If people were more like that today and started disciplining their children to where they have the morals and obligations, we wouldn't have all this extra brutality going on in the world. Morals are the number one issue. Technology has caused a lot of these issues with everybody growing up. I have a 3-year-old son, and I want him to grow up loving the things I loved. I grew up with Flintstones. I grew up with the pool across the street where you can go swimming. How you used to be able to walk home from school and not have to be, kidnapped or have to worry about being abused. I grew up being able to go from door to door to door to trick or treat. Now things have to happen in public places. Churches, organizations, schools, everything has to happen. The world is changing, and the only people that can change this now before it gets way out of hand is you. We the people can change it. It takes 2 options. You can sit here and whine and cry and then bitch and moan about how things get taken off the market. Confederate flag for a reason. America, we got to stop all of this. We're not going to be America. We're not going to be free anymore if we continue taking things down. Flags. Shirts. Okay? If you think you want that flag down because you think it will cause the brutality, the deaths, the horrifiedness of everything that flag stands for, supposedly, then I want you to ask yourself this one question. Will taking that flag down really solve the issue? No. We think it will solve the issue, but it will not solve that issue. 2 reasons. Again, I say, 1986 to now, we now have Facebook. We now have profiles. We now have people that are going all over the world and bringing things back with them. So if you want to sit here and rag on a Confederate flag or something that offends you, remember this. You see that favorite band you like? You see how your car is painted? You see all the little bullet, magnet things you got on your car making it look cool? See how you have all these designs on your car? That's offending somebody. What if I were to get in a car, I'm not saying I will, and I put something on the car that offends you? You're going to get offended, correct? Everybody is different. And if we're going to sit here and continue all this nitpicking about who offends who and what offends what, we might as well take everything out of America. Everything's going to offend everybody. Your post on Facebook today about your kid offends me. That music in that restaurant offends me. You leaving your dog inside all the time, not letting it run, offends me. Let's not forget about the fact that you leave your dog outside in these hot weathers. Oh my gosh, that offends me. Oh, you don't take your dog to the vet and get it shots? Oh, that offends me. You cuss in front of your kids? Oh, that offends me. Oh, you run your air conditioner all the time? Oh, that offends me. That shirt you're wearing of Donald Duck? That offends me. You're calling me a duck? See, every little thing can be taken out of contracts. PB&J sandwiches. Oh my gosh, they're offending people now is because they're a PB&J sandwich? We grew up with those on kids, guys. What's next? Grilled cheese? Grilled cheese offends you? With tomato soup? What's next? Chili with jalapenos? Or sour cream in it? What is the South really like on their foods? I've noticed that when I moved down here, a lot of people have earned the sweet tea. You drinking sweet tea offends me, okay? So we want to sit here and nitpick on every little thing. Everybody has their own little issues and what they don't like. We can't sit here and keep placing the blame on something that's been a heritage for years. That has been flying high in the sky and on our nation for the longest time. And all of a sudden, it's the issue at hand that's causing all the fatalities. Yes, I mourn for all the families that have lost someone. I lost my husband. Okay? I'm not saying that the deaths are the issue. But what brought this Confederate flag today to the issue is the young man that has shot up in Charleston. On his Facebook, he was shown holding a Confederate flag. He's the one that killed that 9 people in Charleston Church at AMC. I feel for the families. I am sorry for your loss. But as every grieving person does, and I myself did it. And I was on the phone with Michael Maley with WMBF News when James died. I was on the phone with everybody. I wanted someone to take responsibility for my husband's death. That is part of the mourning process. That flag, from my research, has been flying in that sky for a very long time. People were at this church. They were praising God. They were doing what they love to do best. And as Americans, we all stand together. We will all be here for each other. But we cannot continue placing the blame on every single thing just to get us an answer. Yes, I hurt still to this day because we have a law in South Carolina and they did not enforce it the night my husband got killed. But I will say this, I still have a lot of hatred to that. And I know those families at AMC do too. But removing items of heritage is the same as telling people your opinion does not mean squat. South Carolina, a Confederate flag. Here's what we need to do. We take down that Confederate flag. We need to make sure that we still have that history and awareness of that history still in our books to teach our kids and our grandchildren how and what the South was and has been. Just because that flag has come down does not mean that it does not need to disappear. And last but not least, stop the nitpicking. Let families grieve. Let our country progress or degress, or not progress or degress, but we have an option here as Americans to let things roll off our shoulders. If we're going to continue nitpicking over every little thing, then we need to go ahead and take down every little thing that came into play. Because what started it was the Confederate flag, which then led to a Facebook post. And because of a Facebook post and a camera, that's why that flag's down. So if we're going to take down that flag, we need to go ahead and take down Facebook, social media, and we need to go ahead and start taking down every little thing that has contributed to that post. If life was that easy and we could do that, people, we would. Tragedies happen. People suffer from mental illness and cannot get medical help because of medical and financial issues. Okay? So let's work on our medical for the ill. Let's work on safety precautions so this incident doesn't happen again. And let's start working as a community. Let's start putting guns in the people's hands that need it the most, not those that are going to destroy each other. And let's not forget, we are America. We are land of the free. And if we want to still be free, and we still want to be able to voice our opinions, then we need to sit here and we need to think about every little thing that we love the most. If we keep taking away things, America's not going to be free anymore. Thank you guys for watching, and I appreciate you listening and letting me vent. But take into account that every little thing we do is going to come back and bite us. It could be a good bite or it could be a bad bite. As Americans, let's pray for peace. Let's pray for those families in Charleston. And let's try to get our country back on track. We can't keep having all this violence. Americans are equal. We're all the same. Color doesn't mean anything. Religious views don't mean squat. How we dress or how we like our house and car painted doesn't mean squat. What means squat is how we talk to each other and how we represent ourselves and our state and our beliefs. Thanks for watching, guys, and you have a wonderful 2015 year.